The branches here. Famous for is that the leaves are braided. It almost looks like they're braided, three next to each other, braided like this. Looks like a girl's braided hair. Okay, that's how we know when the Torah says anaf etzav, it's referring to the hadas. Okay, how big does a hadas have to be? So the halacha is, we saw actually in the earlier, not in what we learn now, it has to be 3 tvachim. 3 tvachim. How much is 3 tvachim? This always gets into all these questions. But we're going to go with, the biggest is 11.5 inches, the Chazon Ish. The smallest is 9.45 inches. But let's just go like this, 3 tvachim, and make it easier. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So this is by far decent size enough. But we'll see in a second that not necessarily you can't all this. But it's not that much to have 3 tvachim for a hadas.
It's on the highest one, or?
You count starting from the lowest leaves, and you count till the tree, but not the leaves above the tree.
But even if that leaf is much lower, is that
this one?
That's one tree.
These are, don't worry about these. Your hadassim you're going to get are just going to be one stem.
That's how they grow? That's how they grow?
They grow sometimes, yeah.
It's not like
But they cut them out. They'll cut them out. And this is the hadas. This is also, they're coming out of here. So you just...
And you're allowed to trim them and...
Yeah, they actually talk about if you have
not
to.
the top. Yeah.
But they might make ones that are specifically, they don't have them, I'm not really sure, or they pick off one.
So real hadassim?
These I just got in the store today, they're called myrtles. I don't know, they're
very close to
hadassim.
that.
This looks like it's right off the tree.
Yeah.
It's like in between a rova and hadas.
Yeah. By the way, if your lulav is big, if your hadassim are big, your lulav has to be a tefach higher, okay? The shedra, the spine of the lulav, always has to be a tefach higher than the hadassim. You can also snip your hadassim. You can make your lulav higher, whatever. It just has to be the lulav is higher than the hadassim. Okay. Let's say the top gets cut off. Let's say clip. Now we learned, this is something you guys don't know. You're going to be in for a shock. Niktam Reisha, you remember? Top is cut off, it's? Puzzle. Mishnah says puzzle. There's another Mishnah that says that's actually fine. Okay? So it's machlokes that we paskin. And the halacha is, it's just a toiv lahachmer. So if your top of your hadas gets snipped off, which could happen, it's still okay, but it's better not to get such a hadas like that. The reason why it's okay, even though by lulav it's not good, by ravis it's not good, is because the leaves cover it up. It's not so beautiful. And because the leaves cover it up, no one even knows that the top is clipped off. But it is better to have one that's fine. So you're going to get your hadas. First thing you're going to look at is the size. This is a perfectly good size hadas. You're going to look at the top is clipped off, and the top is not clipped off. Next is the most famous thing. Everyone's busy with this, called a hadas misholosh. What does that mean? Sholosh means 3s. Every single base has rows of 3 leaves. For a mitzvah, it's not li'kuva. The best mitzvah, the best hadas, if you could get, is where the entire 3 tvachim of the top. Let's just say that for argument's sake, this is from here perfectly in 3s.
What's that chumrah?
What? Misholosh?
Yeah, what is it?
Not a chumrah.
Halacha?
Well, right now we see the whole. Yeah, there's a halacha has to be 3 pairs.
Why?
Of 3.
What is that?
What is that?
Yeah.
It comes from, it has to be of, it's braided.
So it's braided. It's still braided.
We're gonna see braided means mamish 3 next.
But it could be more than 3 also, we learned, right?
What?
Yeah, it could be
It could be
7.
Yeah, but most hadassim don't come with 7. They come with 3.
Covering the wood. You need 3.
You need 3 braided covering the wood. We'll see if one falls off. We'll get that one second.
Okay, thought
The main thing is, as a mitzvah, to have the entire hadas being misholosh, it's called. That's as a mitzvah. But likuva, you just need most of the shear. So let's say this is 3 tvachim. As long as most of the shear, as long as most of it is misholosh, that's also fine. You don't need the whole thing. And you don't have to count the entire hadas straight. Let's say I have like a few that are misholosh perfectly here. Here's are not good. These ones are good. These ones are good. If it adds up to roiv of the shear of the hadas, that would also make it good. Okay? So misholosh lemitzvah is to get all 3 tvachim. Should be misholosh, and it doesn't have to be in order. It can be a couple here, a couple here, a couple here.
Is it more important in certain places?
No, doesn't. They do talk about it, but for this, no, it's fine. Now, this is the big thing. You ever see guys like this, mamish? So some people say that it has to be mamish, that all 3 are at the exact same spot on the stem, all 3 leaves. Some people say, relax. All you do is take a string And if the string, I'll show it to you closer in a second. If the string, if you wrap it around, would cover all the bases, even if it's a drop off, that's good enough. And some people say it just was near lay 9. As I go like this, looks pretty good. This one looks good. Yeah. So whatever is near lay 9. 3-way machlekas. Guys that are very into it are going to take their hadas, and it's not a joke. It's different shittas about it, and make sure it's 100%. They're going to really get into it every second. But a lot of people will be like, okay, it looks pretty good to me. I'll show you one just so you can see. Tell me if this is, give you a good example here. You tell me.
Perfect one.
This is a good one right here. Take a look. I'm sure to go first. Is this perfectly misholish? All three coming out of the same spot. Pass it around for a second.
No. Oh,
You say it's not? Even near Leinaim?
okay.
Look.
Close enough.
Close enough?
Shame. Gosh, mother.
I'm not sure you're looking at now. You might have lost
It's a
the.
little off.
It's a little off.
Higher.
So some people will be like, I'm not taking this at us. Now, even if one base is not good, if you have a bunch of other bases that are good, the guys take out rulers because you want to, okay, I have this much, I have this much, I'm not counting this not good, I'm good. Okay, so that's why
Skip a little
you
bit
can
of
skip.
stuff.
Yeah.
The prepackaged ones are already like checked for the
So the prepackaged ones are usually checked, but remember, these guys get very
They're
tired.
cheapest.
Imagine checking thousands and thousands of adasim, one after the other, especially this, right? So like,
There's different levels to possibles.
yeah, because they're better, they're top misholosh. The most closely,
Have you
get the
checked
most
for it,
amount. I don't know. I'm not even sure. I'm technically, yeah. There's no like, I don't know if you can rely on the kasha, so would they rely on the guy? No. They do check by good?
Oh, they go through it. It's like any.
I don't know why you can't.
Like any chef in a kitchen, you have mashgiach. He comes by.
So
he
mashgiach-
pulls out a
Is the
fly,
chef
like,
checking the lettuce?
Something's wrong here.
The chef's not checking the lettuce.
Let us know.
The
Everything
guy
else, you
you
trust
can
with
crack
everything
eggs. You
else.
can crack eggs.
But I just want to say one thing. If you want to rely on Nir
You're not cheese
Leinayim,
and correct
that's fine.
eggs. They not crack eggs. No,
No, here's
they
good.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't use butter.
I'm a little bit more lenient. If you see that it's near Leinayim, okay, Shemazam doesn't say this. A lot of even some big people say this. If it's near Leinayim, because it has to do with like,
What's nearly 9? Because from nearly 9, that was off.
so then that's off. But the next one, near
Depends
Leinayim,
on everyone's attic. Like,
that looks actually good to me. This one looks near Leinayim very nice to me. Okay.
What's considered near Leinayim?
Which-
For
Near
plants,
Leinayim
you
is
look
like
at it.
you look at it with your eye. You don't have to go so close. You don't have to. You just
Yes.
near Leinayim means like from hands, from like your hands to. So it's good.
smells good.
Any questions so far?
See a string, what does it mean?
String means you take a string and you, like a tiny string, and you go around it, and if it hits every part of the base, even if it's a bit off, that's also good enough.
It's mamish
Like a
Yeah,
thread.
like a thread.
thread.
Yeah. Okay. If one leaf falls off, I'm gonna take one off. Ooh. Ooh. If one leaf falls off, and you're down to 2 leaves, and it happens to a lot of the hadas, some people say it's okay, but some people say it's not okay. If it's one of them, it's fine. But if everyone starts to fall off, one leaf from the 3 leaves, it's a machlekas, okay? You could be making a shas adchak. I'm not talking one, but a bunch. Okay, it fell off, one fell off. You're still left with 2. You could be making a shas adchak. Because you have roiv always. You have
So if 2 of them are good, but the third one's not,
better have it.
it's better. But,
Yeah.
so why wouldn't that work? Just according to the manoma that says that if you have only 2.
Because over there, you at least could have it, but it's in the wrong spot. And if it was at the right spot initially, but fell off,
Oh.
that's not, that's another thing. Fine. We mentioned the Gemara called the Hadash Shaita, which was called, let's say you have 2 and one's a bit above, and 2 and 2, remember that, the Hadash Shaita? So again, B'shas Adchak, there is room to make but a real Shas Adchak, you're really supposed to have Meshulash. What I was telling you before, it should be Meshulash, you're really supposed to be like that. In real, it sounds like from if Kahana said it was good, and one guy said, I'm going after that one. Because my Rebbe said it was good. So there is makkah to be meko, but really you want misholish. You don't want to get one that's not misholish. Another thing that is negea is that it shouldn't be dry. Shouldn't be dry, and very hard nowadays to find a dry hadas. It has to be very white, lose all its greenness. You have to, if you touch it with your fingernail, it starts to crack.
So the sholish is for others, right?
The shulush is a chelik
Not
of
hither.
avos. If you're missing it, could be the chesron is a chesron of hither. Yeah, hither. So just to wrap it up, it's a very fast share. You go into the store, you take out the package, you buy the hadas. Now I told you initially, check the size. It's not just checking the size, because in a way, you want to be meshulush. So you want to first see how much meshulush you have, and then you count up your meshulashes. If your meshulashes add up to 3 tvachim, then you're good. If it doesn't add up, then it's a problem. So don't quickly measure has the full measurement. First find your meshulash. Okay, I have a little bit here, I'm here. How much does it add up to? It adds up to 3 tvachim. Make sure the top is not cut off. Make sure it's good. Make sure it looks green. It's much better if the leaves cover the stem. They're not so open, which I think this is pretty good. It's covered. And make sure they have 3 leaves and not have 2 leaves. And the biggest thing, people mess up their entire hadas when they put in the kaichkala. Because they get a beautiful hadas, especially if they don't have a lot of extra masholish and tons of a good shear, and they put it into the thing.
But it's more than a tap. They have more than 3 tvachim.
Right? You know, you play around in there, and you just lost some of your
They have
thinking.
3 tvachim.
If you don't,
Okay.
let's say you only counted and you're relying on that part, and you go in. A lot of people, I see people that push it in, and they're like,
We have to give a share now
Right.
to do the kosher part.
the biggest thing that people don't know is the kaichka. To me, it takes me the longest part of getting ready for sukkahs. You have to open it up and you have to tick it in nicely. Put it in nicely.
Some people take it out every night.
What? You bunch it before to think. People even look for the bright type of kaichka. And one year I was super maklo. I'm not getting a kaichka this year. So I used my hands, right? You ever saw those guys? They put the lulav, the hadas rabbis in their hand, and then you have your hand is a problem. And it gets yichi from your hands. Each one has a chesaron. And that is the story with buying a hadas.
To wrap it with, I've seen people just wrap it with one string.
What do you mean?
Just wrap everything together.
Oh, right.
Instead of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have any other questions,